Hello my friends! Hello my friends, welcome to the Internet Clearing channel. This is Uncle Misha with you, and today we will try to quickly, I hope it's gonna be a quick video, quickly fix this all melted power supply for Kenwood MiniDisc player. So I found a good candidate for the wire which is missing here, right? So this is was salvaged from the IKEA LED light. So this was too long, I just cut a part of it. So what I'm gonna do, I think this is very nice cable for this purpose, maybe even too good for this, and it's long enough, probably like a meter or so. So I'm gonna chop it right here, because this piece with this connector may be used for something else, but rest of it I can totally reuse for this power supply. So obviously, and there is also marking of negative and positive, which is really good. So it will help me to not get confused and not to do a lot of mess. Also, I have prepared a whole bunch of shrink wrap, so we're gonna shrink wrap this stuff, like solder it and shrink wrap it. So just to make sure it's not gonna go not gonna short in the parts where it was spliced and things like that. So also I have to thin all those wires, because they are looking a little bit kind of, how you do it. So I already kind of brushed them with the steel brush to remove as much as oxidation as possible. Now I'm gonna thin them, I'm probably gonna shorten them a bit as well. I'm gonna rub them like this. Okay, rub this one like that. Also, obviously, I have to figure out which one is positive, which one is negative first. Okay, this one already rubbed. There's just like that. Okay. So then I used my wire stripper like this, and wire strip those bits and pieces go away. So now we have wire strip here and wire strip here, but before we obviously connect all this together, we have to figure out the polarity. So to figure out polarity, we have to connect, this was not expected, connect this to power supply, connect this power supply to the power, take our multimeter, voltage, and vice versa. So this is negative, this is positive. So positive gonna be like this, negative gonna be to the side. Don't need this. Okay, now our positive is marked. So I'm gonna treat this marked one as positive, even it looks like it's negative. Okay, so in order to splice those two wires, you're gonna use the following. I'm gonna disconnect this obviously, but it was handy. The following mechanism I'm gonna do, rub them just so I've done just big mistake right now. Why? Because I forget to use these. So in order to make sure our contacts are well protected, I have to use that one. So I'm gonna split it a little bit more. Use one of those shrink wraps, and right away I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna use long ones just to make sure they are sitting. See? Right, this. Okay. That's good. Now, because also planning to do a protect it like that, I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna also insert this one. Okay, that's gonna be addressed further down the line. Alright, negative again. Just make sure the area you are splicing is smaller than your shrink wrap, or your shrink wrap is big enough. Okay, that's one side. So now we have to solder it. I have a little bit of flux here. distance. It's enough. Here is our... I already seen this soldering iron in one of my videos. Is it good? 300. That's perfect. I'm gonna make a very well a contact here. Alright. So our positive, negative, I mean, is connected. So now we have to do the same with the other side. Again, make sure our heat shrink is large enough to cover this. If it's not large enough, you can just, you know, slice it a little bit, make it a little bit shorter. Okay. Now, a little bit of flux. That's weird noises from my power supply. So let it cool on this side. So now let's address the other side. Pretty much the same story. Don't forget to install your heat shrink. So red goes on positive. Okay, let's do first this guy. We're gonna shorten it a little bit, make it not so long. Just like that, I think it's good. And then this guy. Okay. Now let's just splice them. But before we do that, we have to figure out which one is the center, which one is the outside. Okay, let's do again our multimeter. It's buggy multimeter actually. So this is our negative, this is our positive. Double check the positive. Double check the negative. Good. Let's just splice again. We can actually wrap both of them in the same time and solder both of them at the same time. I think it'll be fine. Obviously second one is usually harder because the first one is sort of on the way. But something like that, and you just like somehow secure it in one spot. A little bit of flux. Okay, so we definitely have a solder joint which is looking okay. So then, sorry for the noise, but we have to use our heat gun here in order to Let's start from this end. Secure our solder joints. So I just thought about something. So before actually securing all those solder joints, it would be a nice idea to test it to make sure the voltages are fine here. Okay. Otherwise, I have no chance to fix my problem if there is an issue here. So let's power it up. Let's take this guy and our voltmeter again. Let's say positive. Okay, and then we have to use something like this to negative, positive. We have 3.6, 3.3 volt. Perfect. We're good now. So now we can continue. Now we do slide on this side. And try to pick up the remains of the plastic here. Okay, so now my next step is to secure all this. So just like that. Alright, just to make sure it's not gonna break in that joint. It's not gonna look pretty, but it's definitely gonna do good job. Okay, and the same on this side. This side no one really gonna see. Okay, and okay, here we are. We have bodged new wire for this power supply. Of course, it looks funny because it's black, red, and white. That's a very interesting color combination. But this is what I have, and I think it's gonna work just fine. Alright guys, so I hope this was useful, sort of a video. I mean, there is nothing really special, just to splice 4 wires together and fix the power supply. I just wanna show you for giggles the video when this thing actually back to life again, and now we're gonna try it with my mini disc player. So thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Stay tuned and stay safe. Ciao.